What's up, Facebook? Just a moment. You just press play and you was not supposed to press play. Okay, I'm back with my second song. I say that I'm gonna be doing reactions on these metal bands that are Christian. I'm a Christian and I'm a metalhead person. I love heavy metal. So what better than a heavy metal person give a reaction to a heavy metal band that is Christian too, to make all the Christians that like me like heavy metal understand and find new music that fulfill your spiritual needs, but also your ears need. Because I'm a Christian, I love the word of God, but I also like heavy metal. What better to combine both and have the best of both worlds, on my own opinion. I have myself on here because I have the lyrics for the band that we're gonna be reviewing today, Stryper. The song is called More Than a Man. This is not the first time I hear this song. I hear this song before. I've been a fan of Stryper since 1985. I was 8 years old when I started to listen to Stryper for the first time and catch my attention, and I've been following them since then. Unfortunately, I don't have the opportunity to see Stryper live yet. The only band that I love that I cannot see live yet, they always in my land, Puerto Rico, in my Iceland. They go almost every year to do a concert over there. But when I have the age to go to a concert, Stryper was, they was separate. They break the band from some issues that they decided that it was time to call out. They came back on a reunion and they started to tour around and they become Stryper, the band that I love again. When they did that, I already moved to Virginia and then been there almost every year playing in Puerto Rico, and I cannot see them. I never see them live. Not even here in Virginia. I pray every night that I can one of these days wake up, go to my internet, search Stryper, and then they say they are coming to Richmond, which is close to where I am, or to Woodbridge, or to Fredericksburg, or to Manassas, which are places that are close to me here in Virginia, so I can see go and see them live. It's the only band that I love that I don't see by. I already see Ozzy Osbourne, I already see Megadeth, I already see Guns N' Roses, Metallica, you name it. But Stryper, which is one of my favorite Christian bands, that I know that I'm going to enjoy that concert spiritually and musically talking, don't have the chance yet. Hopefully before I die or they retire, I have that chance. But let's start with this. More Than a Man by Stryper. The version that we're going to be hearing today is the re-recording version of 2013. The original song is in the album To Hell with the Devil. I did not select that one because that sounds really 80, and only people like me that are from the 80s will enjoy it. I am not saying that the song doesn't sound good, but by that time Michael Sweet have a little bit a high-pitched voice, which it was awesome. But for today standards, people will say, "Oh, it's too high. Oh, it's too high pitch." The new version that they re-record, it sounds a little bit more heavy, more crunchy, which I think that for this new generation today, they will enjoy more. So let's go. Hopefully YouTube doesn't give me copyright, so I'm gonna be pausing this every time that I can to eliminate that. But all the description about Stryper, a link to Google so you can go and download, hear, and buy their music is gonna be on the bottom, and all the credits in the videos belong to Stryper. They are the one who made this song. They are the owner of the song, and they are the band that we're gonna talk about. Okay, let's start. I love that sound from Stryper. That sound that is like, I don't know. I love it. It's heavy. Stryper sound is heavy, but at the same time it's melodic. Okay, you got these bands that are all about, and you have these other bands like Metallica. It's I'm gonna put it between, but more like Megadeth, Stryper. That they have their crunchy parts, but they have this melody. When you hear those guitar doing those melodic parts like you hear here, it's like involve you. It's like, oh my god, that sounds pretty. Just take you in a trip. It's like, oh my god, wow, that sounds awesome. Yay, man. Jesus in your heart. It's time for you to start giving God all the glory. Anybody who watch this video and is Christian like me and like heavy metal, we understand why I'm like so excited. It's because the lyrics and the music, it's amazing. Love heavy metal, but the lyrics that Stryper bring, it's so full of God and the glory. You know, there's no more that we can say. The lyrics say, long ago there was a man who came and died for you. You say you don't want to know, but I got to tell you that it's what the Bible sent us to do. It's just spread the gospel. There was a man who came and died. It doesn't matter how many people deny this man or how many people say you are crazy for believing this. There's proof that Jesus was real and that he came and he died just like the Bible tell you. It is amazing, and combine this lyric with this music, which is a music that pump and make you move. It's awesome. I love heavy metal, and what better than heavy metal with Christianity? Let's continue. Well, actually, before we continue, the next part of the song, which is the chorus, say, God, I will follow you because you died for me. Give to me your life to set me free. Jesus in your heart, it's time for you to start giving God all the glory. Let's continue. Again, this song is so good. Let's continue with the lyrics talking about how God is all what he gonna follow, and God is all what he want. And it talk also about the glory and the sacrifice that God did for us. And this part is in transition when the sun go and like put the tempo down, and it's gonna get a little heavy. Now the solo is coming. I don't want to put pause in the solo, because as a metalhead, that's the most important part of the song, and I want to enjoy the solo with you guys. But this is a classic song. It was created on the 80s. This is a newer version that they re-record. The only thing that they did was basically with better distortion that in the 80s, but it's the same tempo. They did not add or they did not take nothing from the song. They just make the song sounds more modern. Okay, so if you have the time to go to YouTube and search for Stryper More Than a Man original one back in the 80s, you will see that it's the same thing, just that the singer Michael Sweet is singing with a lower tone here compared to the 80s that he was with a higher pitch. Okay, so let's continue to go to that solo. Amazing solo. Osfox and Michael, both of them play guitar so good. Underrated solo I ever hear in my life. I love the way that Michael Sweet played the guitar, the way that Michael Sweet do solos, but I love the way the Osfox played the guitar and the way that my Osfox have his solos. Osfox is one of the best guitar player I ever hear in my life, and it's been underrated. Not everybody know about him. Not everybody can relate to his work, but this guy is amazing, and I'm gonna take this time here. Osfox is it's right now going through some difficulties in his life. He's sick. I really don't know what kind of sickness he have. I just know that he collapsed in one of the concerts, I think that he was, and he's in treatment and other stuff to make him get better. And I just want to say this moment here, and everybody that watched this video that believe in what I believe, to pray for Osfox. You know, he's a great man of God. He have so many interviews online of stuff that he do with churches and all that stuff, that God healed him and that God bring him back to the music genre, because this man not only can talk spiritually, he played that guitar with this unique spiritually feeling that is amazing. Okay, so let's finish with this song.
Anyone who asks shall receive. Jesus in your heart. It's time for you to start giving God all the glory. Yeah, yeah. Jesus in your heart. It's time for you to start giving God.
There you go. That was More Than a Man by Stryper. Amazing Christian band, musically talking and spiritually talking. This band is being criticized for a long time. Back in the 80s, the heavy metal scene do not accept them because they was Christians, and the Christian do not accept them because they was a heavy metal band. But thanks God, today we have Christians, or at least my kind of Christians. We are all more open to understand what God really wants to do, and we understand that God have people in every place, you know. And Stryper is one of those bands that can reach those people like me that like this type of music, that will not receive the message of God in another way. Now let's talk about the band as a band. Right now, these guys that you see here, the bass player, which is Timothy Games, is not with them anymore. He departed from the band. They have some difference. So now they have the bass player, I forgot his name, but it's the bass player that used to play with Firehouse. He played. He's a good bass player. You need to get used to it with him, with Stryper, because it's like you see him and Firehouse come to your head the first thing when you see him. But they're still playing around. They are on tour right now. They just released a CD called Goddamn Evil, which he had controversy CD because people are getting the title of Goddamn Evil. Lyrically, what it says, Goddamn Evil, and what it means is God space damn space evil, which means God condemn evil, and that's in the Bible. God condemn every evil. And if you hear to the song, it's basically a prayer to God saying, you know, it's time to take care of this evil that is taking the earth. Guitars, you have Odd Fox, which is the guy on this picture on the left side of your monitor. Timothy Games, bass player, he's not there anymore, replaced by the bass player Firehouse. Michael Sweet, vocals, which is the main vocalist, which is the one in the front right there in the middle. And then the blonde guy that you see on your right with the hands on his mouth is Robert Sweet, which is the brother of Michael Sweet, and he's the drummer. Musically talking, all of them are amazing. All of them. Vocals, Michael is one of the best singers I ever hear in my life. He used to play when the guy from Boston died. He replaced him for a while, and he fit really good with Boston. I hear Michael by himself in his own songs and own CDs. Beautiful voice. I see videos of him even playing in weddings, acoustic stuff. The guy have an amazing voice, and he have an amazing voice since the 80s. He changed a little bit, yes, but for me, it changed for better. It did not change for worse. Back in the 80s, his voice was amazing, but was like a really high-pitched voice. And now he have more a strong and warm voice, which it fit to any style of music you want to play. Robert Sweet is not staying behind on the drums. Robert Sweet is not going to be your typical drummer that's going to be banging. I play drums also, so he's not your typical drummer. Yeah, he will be banging those double bass like, but he have this unique way to play and put these flavors when he's on drums, and when he throw those triples on those bass drums, it sounds amazing. Like you hear in the end of this song, it was like using his double pedal. You need to see him in videos. He's a show. He like to move his hands up and down. He has cymbals in the back that he hit. So he's a really, really good drummer. It fit perfect Stryper style of music. I never hear Robert playing another style of music that is not Stryper style. So I cannot say that he can play any style of music. But based on the way that he plays Stryper, I would say yes. So this is all what I gotta say. Stryper, More Than a Man. Enjoy it. Go to the screenshot below. Buy their music. Buy the CD. And spread this band around. Amazing Christian heavy metal band. See ya.